God, I can never figure this thing out. Srini, are you pumped for the mall tonight?
Ugh, bummer, Linny. I forgot I'm babysitting. It's a totally lame job. It doesn't pay. Do you think one day we'll be big TV stars?
Great Scott, I found you. Lynn, Shireen, you've got to come with me. It's about your future.
Our future?
And who are you?
Never mind that now. Yes, your future. You're hosting the 2018 Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade. Boy, that's a mouthful. And the theme is the best of the 80s.
Hello, like it is the 80s.
Precisely why you're perfect. They need you right now. Let's go.
Okay.
You don't need a DeLorean to travel back in time with us. These boaters are rocking the river 80s style. With big hair, awesome bands, and special appearances of the supernatural. All aiming to be the top gun of the parade. It's a decade on display. So let's get a little bit louder now and start the show. From the beautiful Riverside Hotel on Las Olas Boulevard in downtown Fort Lauderdale, here are our hosts, Lynn Martinez and Shireen Sandoval.
Wow, look at us, Lynn. They're letting us host our own show in 2018. Yes, we made it in television.
We made it in life. Yes, we have, Shireen. And fashion has come a long way since 1985. But I don't know, I kind of miss the big hair, the aquanet, the shoulder pads, don't you?
Not really.
As you can tell by our trip back to the future, this year's boat parade theme is Best of the 80s.
Now it's time for the boats, captains, and crews to journey back in time, too.
And you get to come along with us.
Wow!
Woohoo! The fireworks are brought to you by Hard Homes and Winterfest. You know it's the beginning of the parade when we see this great boat. The fireworks go off throughout the entire 12-mile parade route.
What a great way to signal all the fun of the parade. A big thank you to Dynamic Effects for bringing the bada bing, bada boom to the parade.
Oh, there you go.
The Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade is going back in time tonight with this year's Grand Marshal, Huey Lewis. He's on this boat.
I love it. Images from our theme, Best of the 80s, bring the decade to life. Check out the rollerblades, the neon lights, and of course, Pac-Man. Thank you to Huey Lewis for working for a living for the parade. The Sharks of Nova Southeastern University are leading this year's parade with a custom Mako Shark Sea Breacher.
Yeah, this is no ordinary boat and no ordinary university. Like a real Mako, this 15-foot shark moves at blazing speeds. It can jump out of the water. The Mako is the perfect mascot to represent NSU, whose students are smart, they're agile, and always moving forward. The Coast Guard is leading this parade with a response boat.
They patrol Port Everglades to make sure it's safe with this boat. This boat is also used for search and rescue. Here's the fireboat from Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue. It's a 43-foot aluminum rapid response vessel.
Yeah, it pumps over 4,000 gallons of water per minute.
Next, we're going upriver to talk to the captains who create these showstoppers. We'll have more boats after the break.
Hi, everybody. I'm Huey Lewis, and I've got the power of love for Winterfest. Ha 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 ha.
Say hello to the Winterfest VIPs. These are the people who volunteer their time to put on the greatest show on H2O. Also at the VIP area, this year's judges. They have the tough job of picking the best boat. Now back to the New River.
Mobile Mike is broadcasting live from the parade tonight. He's on board there. He's all over iHeart radio stations. It's a totally 80s party on board.
Red Sox baseball star J.D. Martinez, no relation to Lynn Martinez, is also on board. Hey, Mobile Mike, you're looking good. This boat is all about the spirits, holiday spirits, that is.
Whether it be Brugal, Jose Cuervo, or the Macallan, the drinks are flowing like a river as they travel down the New River.
You will not want to say bye, bye, bye to Grammy nominees Joey Fatone and Chris Kirkpatrick of the boy band NSYNC.
Happy Winterfest, everybody!
These boys are definitely in sync and in the holiday spirit on this showboat.
Celebrity Cruises brings its branded design to South Florida and Fort Lauderdale in celebration of the brand new Celebrity Edge. She's a beauty.
Lisa Lutoff-Perlo is proud to be a sponsor of this event.
First woman to CEO. Wow.
Celebrity Cruises sail beyond borders. This is pilot number 7, a boat that's critical to safety of Port Everglades.
Yeah, they protect against environmental damage and they make sure the ship channel stays open, which has an economic impact of $30 billion a year. Dr. Lee Mandel and the South Florida Sinus and Allergy Center are taking this year's theme to the extreme with a 10-piece band on board the private stock. Check this out. And you can see everything on the side of the boat that causes allergies, the pollen, the bees, the flowers, you know, dogs.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Here comes Breezy Tiki. This 40-foot charter boat can be rented for private events.
Cute. Advanced Roofing always outdoes themselves. They're on board the Millie. Animal House is their theme. Toga, 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 toga. They're doing the movie, of course, Animal House. It's this huge 9x12 LED TV on board as well, playing scenes from the movie. They are into it.
Advanced Roofing supports the Sunrise mission, and volunteers for the mission help decorate the boat.
Okay, I'm going to go with my 80s talk now. Like, these boat entries are the bomb.
Totally rad. One might even say righteous.
We're clearly being subtle. And right on theme with the best of the 80s, just like the boats and their amazing captains and crew.
Joe Rhodes has an up-close look at this year's showstoppers.
From roller skates to a Rubik's Cube, the Griswolds to Ghostbusters. It was a decade on dazzling display along the New River as boaters made their last-minute preps before the parade.
Back to the Future was the best all-time 80s movie ever made.
With a combination of wood, LED lights, and creativity, the crew of All Hooked Up transformed a 38-foot powerboat into a floating DeLorean.
Manny's our genius. Manny's an elevator mechanic, and everything just comes mechanically to him. And so he put together the flux capacitors and the wheels. They're going to spin. You're going to see he did everything by hand, piece by piece.
The Felicity's decorations were also inspired by the time travel adventure. This boat was back for its second Winterfest with double the number of lights.
It took us probably a month to figure it out.
When you need another 80s hit movie, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
It's the third year in the parade for Vet's Pet, and the crew was on point with their supernatural theme.
It also gave us the ability to have all of our friends and family participate in it because there's so many nifty characters.
I made my little version of a arcade game.
These ghosts are also instantly recognizable, especially to the dot-chomping Pac-Man. Duct tape secured a projector to a bucket on board the bow of Once Upon a Time, projecting the video game being played with controllers onto a replica arcade machine.
This became a family tradition, and I have my daughter, my husband, my friends. My friend flew this morning to help me from Puerto Rico, my cousin from Boston.
Being in the boat parade, now in its 47th year, is all about celebrating an annual tradition, and for some, starting a new one.
This is our first parade. We're all lifetime residents of Fort Lauderdale.
These friends decorated in the spirit of the 1989 comedy National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And here's a party boat with homemade wings and tail.
A lot of spray paint, one thing of plywood,
a fighter jet ready to take off on the river.
We were stoked on Top Gun, mainly the soundtrack. Secondly, he looks like Tom Cruise, so we're going to run with it.
There was literally a cast of characters on the boat Relentless. They went with a theme from the animated film The Little Mermaid.
All the seahorse and the Nautilus shells slaying the bow were all handmade. There's over 14,000 lights on the boat, so it's a lot of lights to string.
In addition to all the hard work that goes into decorating them,
How you doing?
some of the boats are carrying a message along the parade route.
Hi, high five.
We're also supporting CDTC Center, so we've got a little girl from there, and also the Thousand Mermaid Project, which is all about coral reefs and restructuring and repairing them offshore.
Here is the 4Ocean, really cool Boca Raton company. They clean the world's oceans and coastlines 1 pound at a time.
And here's Miles Away with our holiday lights theme. It's the first time in the parade for this entry.
Welcome. Here's a Back to the Future boat all hooked up. This is so creative. They made it look like a DeLorean. Cortex cameras bringing you this entry, featuring, of course, the DeLorean.
Great job, guys.
Yeah.
Here's the Bossy, and they have Louis Bossy's restaurant on board. I love the decorations.
And we love that restaurant in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, I need me some pasta.
Yeah, that's so cute. Love the 80s hair. This is the Angels boat for the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School tragedy. This HCB yacht is decorated to reflect the hashtag MSD Strong with 17 angels, and the names of every victim is under each angel. Winterfest and HCB Yachts presents these 17 lighted angels in memory, of course, of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School tragedy.
Winterfest and HCB are honored to stand with Parkland, a national organization founded by the 17 families of the victims.
Together we are stronger, we are one, we are MSD Strong.
Check out the view from this year's Winterfest bow cam on board the Grand Marshal Showboat. Did you know over 1 million people come out to watch the parade every year? Winterfest is the largest one-day spectator event in Florida. Even good puppers think the parade is tail wagging good. Now, back to the boats.
Happy holidays from the KD.
Say hello to 7-year-old Thomas Bogler, this year's Winterfest Junior Parade captain. He's representing the Sala Foundation Children's Hospital at Broward Health.
Diagnosed with stage 4 Wilms tumor at age 4 years old, Thomas continues his battle today. FP&L chose this whimsical image of the Christmas story for this year's theme. It's so cute. FP&L wants to wish everyone happy holidays.
Wow, the flyboards are back this year with Aquaflight. A jet stream of water lifts you out of the water.
Cool. Here comes the Musette 1 on board tonight, the Wellington Conservation Center. She's a beauty.
Check this out. This is Winterfest Fire-Breathing Dragon presented by BB&T. This is so amazing. Wow. There's actually a person inside the dragon moving it around.
BB&T helped make this entry happen on the Musette 2 tonight. Thank you. Designs by Sean helped bring this entry to life. So cool. Ay, caramba! Look who's on board the Channel 7 showboat.
Why, it's TV's funniest animated family.
The Simpsons!
Thank you guys for watching Channel 7. We love you. We love you. We appreciate you.
Did you know they just celebrated their 30th season on Fox, kind of like Deco?
Oh,
We're almost getting there.
Wow,
almost
they haven't aged a bit. Homer, Bart, Marge, Lisa, Maggie, they're all here, even Snowball and Santa's little helper.
Hi, Belkies. Hi, Craig.
Hi, guys.
Never seen you guys look so animated.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being out here.
Looking good.
Special thanks to Deco Productions for doing such a fantastic job decking out the Venetian lady. Here's Mr. Bob. This boat is always quite a showstopper. They won the People's Choice Award last year.
Happy holidays for Mr. Bob.
Covered in lights.
She's so beautiful.
Here's a Top Gun boat on board the Sailfish. They have an exact replica of the fighter jet from the movie. It's made out of duct tape and styrofoam.
Proof that you don't have to have a big boat to be in this show.
Amazing.
This is the Southwest Showboat on board the Lady Chateau. One heart, endless possibilities. Say hi to Southwest Airlines, Winterfest's official airline. Southwest Airlines is charting new territory, now flying to Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean.
This boat is a beauty with a real beauty aboard. Lou Shefflin, Miss Florida Teen USA.
Awesome. This is the Erotic Exotic. 80s dance band Erotic Exotic brings the sounds of the roller rink to the Waterway tonight. I grew up in the roller rink.
I love to roller skate, yeah. Light FX pros on board tonight, making the band 80s fabulous.
Love the live music. For so many families in South Florida, coming out to watch the boat parade is an annual holiday tradition.
And thanks to Winterfest, there are other events that make the season extra special. Robin Simmons is here to tell us about these winter festivities.
All aboard the Winterfest Express for this year's Family Fun Day, where young and old could take a walk on the wild side with some alligators and other critters. Nothing mixes better than kids and animals, and there were some special furry friends nosing for the camera in hopes of finding forever homes. Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital was on hand to get kids into a playful mood with bright face painting and colorful balloon animals. The high-energy day includes dancing and singing and fun activities like the iFly virtual reality game.
It's amazing. Sometimes, you know, the kids, they'll bring up their arms, they'll actually look like they're flying, they'll reach out.
And a lot of people made sure they checked out this real Fifth Third Bank race car.
We've always enjoyed our relationship with Winterfest. This is one of the events that we enjoy, getting the race car out too, having our prize wheel out, just helping the families, giving away some free stuff, and just enjoying the day.
There was plenty for the kids to enjoy: ornament making, snowman making, even some discovery in science. And when it came time to cool off, you could do it the easy way or the hard way on the real ice of the Florida Panthers ice skating rink.
Not many people in South Florida have had exposure to the game of hockey or ice skating and figure skating in general, so it's a great opportunity where if they live close, they can get down here.
Family Fun Day is for the kids, but it's their parents who will remember this year's Grand Marshal. The Grand Marshal reception presented by JM Lexus honored Huey Lewis the night before the 1980s music icon led the boat parade back in time.
I think people have an emotional connection to music of any period, and those people who grew up in the 80s, naturally they have that connection.
The band Huey Lewis and the News doesn't just have a special connection to the 80s, but to the Hard Rock Hollywood itself.
We actually opened, we were the first act ever at this Hard Rock, and now it's 15 years later. I love South Florida.
You could feel the power of love in the room for Huey when he was presented with a personalized hard rock guitar, and the gifts and honors were just getting started.
Huey Lewis Day.
From proclamations and keys to both Broward County and the city of Fort Lauderdale to more surprises and spirits from Republic National Distributing Company, Huey wasn't heading home empty-handed.
This is a thrill for me.
And while Huey was certainly the headliner, other celebrities made an appearance.
This is the first time we've ever got hats.
This duo is always fun, even if they're not always in sync during boat parade interviews.
I think it's one of the greatest things that kicked off the holiday spirit, like the holiday.
On water.
On water.
That's not frozen.
No.
Johnny Williams.
The night featured a Commodore, and Captain Lee was in the house, but he was not the only captain decked out for the occasion.
Thomas Bono, real junior captain now. Just want to thank you all for coming.
Another amazingly strong young person, Sonia Rodriguez, was honored.
Sonia, this award as a child ambassador in recognition of the life-saving efforts by University of Miami Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center.
Giving back is always a big part of the season for Winterfest and its sponsors.
Community is very important to our company. Our founder was a great philanthropist, and you know, we carry this on at JM Lexus.
Guests danced the night away and had plenty of holiday fun, but topping Grand Marshal Huey Lewis would be a very tall order.
What do I hope my legacy will be? I hope to be the best Grand Marshal in Winterfest history.
This entry is from the Biscayne Bay Foundation. This group spends its time cleaning our waterways.
So important. This is such a cool entry. Look at this. This is Florida Children's Theater on board the Aqua View. The circus is floating to town in Florida Children's Theater Big Tent Circus Boat. They're performing live.
Yeah, they're doing tumbling, aerial silks, trapeze, the lyra, juggling, and more. They're celebrating their 67th anniversary of classes, productions, and community outreach programming.
Florida Children's Theater teaches the art of life through the magic of theater, and this boat is flying high.
Love it. I'm loving all the live bands tonight. Winterfest is really rocking the waterways. The Shane Duncan Band is performing live on this floating stage.
Winterfest presents this 80s concert with Light FX Pros. They're lighting up the barge for Winterfest. Ooh, here's the Phasma Raptor. This is a boat designed for use by the military and police.
Which is why they're doing a dedication to the military on board tonight. Check out the Moonlighter. They're doing the iconic 80s song.
Ooh.
Corey Hart's Sunglasses at Night.
Which is why they have those 8-foot sunglasses on board. I get it now.
The 80s dance party continues with a sizzling soiree. We're taking you inside the white hot white party for a righteous time. Get ready to rock on after the break.
It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be loud. This is our house. We do what we wanna. We'll blow the roof up. Everybody's coming. It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down.
And don't forget, you can download the Winterfest Boat Parade app to vote for your favorite boat. You can text BOAT and immediately the number of your favorite, no spaces, to 23,000. One random internet or text voter has the opportunity to win 2 Southwest Airlines tickets. Standard text messaging charges apply.
Here's the Studio 84 boat on Savoir Faire. They're throwing an 80s dance party as well.
DJs from the 80s disco playing music. There are 24 strobe lights and 5 disco balls on board.
It's based on Studio 54 in New York City.
Ooh, Miss Latina International World, Kelsey La Barbara is on board, and Miss Latina International, Francisca Garcia, is also on board. Beauty is on board this boat.
So Truckee and the rest of the crew from 2 Men and a Truck are hitting the holiday road.
Ooh, 2 Men and a Truck are celebrating 20 years of moving. A lot of people around South Florida. Looking good, guys. Their theme, of course, is Christmas Vacation. See the blow-up station wagon and the tree on top? That's clever.
Here's the BYOB with loggerhead cycle boats.
How cool is that? You can go on this boat and paddle your way around the intercoastal, and if you don't feel like pedaling, you could just say, you know what? Turn the motor on. Here's the Office with their disco theme. Cool beans. Here's a fun fact. The owner named the boat The Office, so whenever somebody called him, he would say, I'm at the office. Get it?
I get it. I like it. Here's Turquoise Takeover. This water taxi is an entry supporting lung cancer awareness. Staff members from Lung Force helped create the entry. Winterfest is so much more than just a parade. There are awesome events all season long.
And the kickoff bash every year is the White Hot White Party. Let's go!
Try
Fire and Ice set the scene for this year's Winterfest White Party, sponsored by Gray Robinson.
We love Winterfest. We love supporting Winterfest. Our law firm being 300 attorneys, 13 offices throughout the state, this is just one more way of being part of the community.
Guests were greeted with a look at the official JM Lexus Winterfest car at the door and then drove straight to the biggest attraction of the night, the food.
The restaurant Casa Calabria is, in my opinion, the most authentic Italian restaurant in South Florida. Not only was I born in Italy, all our chefs, including Chef Adriano was here, born in Italy. We have family recipes that are hundreds of years old.
Some of the best chefs in Fort Lauderdale serving up tasty treats and savory dishes at the Harbor Beach Marriott Hotel, which has been home to the White Party for years.
And how appropriate that this is an 80s thing for Winterfest this year, because this hotel opened October 22nd, 1984.
Speaking of 1984, this year's Grand Marshal, Huey Lewis, had 4 top 10 hits that year with his band, The News. And if that news wasn't exciting enough for partygoers, the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino breaking news with this bombshell.
Lisa, I would like to tell you I signed my name to your 5-year contract renewal before I came here tonight. Ah, that's how you get a kiss.
The Tribe has been the title sponsor of the boat parade for 15 years, which has helped Winterfest grow bigger and better.
The whole Winterfest season is incredibly important to us from a tourism perspective, but we know based on data and research that it brings in lots and lots of visitors who generate approximately $50 million for beautiful Broward County.
And Winterfest gives back to the community through charitable donations. Put your hands together. As the night came to a close, there was dancing, toasting, even a little snow, Florida style, making for a picture-perfect evening. Caddyshack is back tonight on board our particular harbor. That's the name of this beautiful boat. Check out the larger-than-life gopher. He's causing all sorts of problems for the gang from Bushwood Country Club.
Great job, guys. Check out the Little Mermaid theme aboard the Relentless. They're celebrating Christmas under the sea and promoting the Thousand Mermaid Project.
Wow, they have Captain Lee from Bravo's Below Deck. Love that show. It's so scandalous, right? This group wants to bring awareness to the miracle that occurs at the Children's Diagnostic Treatment every day.
Marine Professional Training helping put this entry together.
Nice. Here's the Blue Marker Yacht. Ooh, they're decked out in Shereen's favorite colors. Blue Christmas lights. First time in the parade for the Blue Marker. Welcome. So gorgeous.
Rockfest 80s Music Festival takes to the water aboard the Serenity 3. Rockfest Concerts has joined the parade for the first time this year.
Check out the 2 10-foot guitars and all the musical notes. Rockfest 80s Festival is held every November, by the way, and Rockfest brings a true rock festival back to South Florida.
Nothing says the 80s like MTV. Check out that giant TV on Winterfest MTV barge.
Of course, we all remember MTV. VJs or those video jockeys, they're now playing on the screen, not to mention all the pop superstars in those giant, great 80s videos.
Love it. Thanks, Winterfest, for bringing back these great memories.
Yeah.
Ah, here come the 12 dinghies of Christmas. All the cute bears are wearing Sea Tow Foundation life jackets.
Sea Tow is all about safe boating and towing the bears in the parade. The dinghies, by the way, were provided by Coral Ridge Yacht Club and Gulfstream Sailing Club. Really cute. And in the back, look at that.
Aww.
It's the Care Bears. They were huge in the 80s. The Care Bears are aboard the boat called Seriously.
Royal Battery provided the power, so this is an environmentally friendly entry.
Up next, we're headed out to the happiest place in the parade.
Just want to be in a happy place.
Johnny U is at the party in the park. And something's afoot when we get back to the boats. We're back on the Winterfest Bow Cam.
What a fabulous light show that is.
Grand Marshal Huey Lewis loves the fireworks going off throughout the 12-mile parade route, not to mention seeing all the homes and condos decked out in holiday lights. Now, back to the boats.
If you've ever been to Fort Lauderdale and driven by the Galleria Mall during the holidays, you know about these gorgeous red reindeer. Looks like Dasher, Dancer, and all their reindeer friends are resting up for the big flight, so they borrowed the Galleria Mall's 24-foot-high reindeer to represent them tonight.
They're lighting up the South Florida waterways with their friends, including the Ultimate Software team, as they ride down the river.
Love the Galleria Mall.
Here's Drifter's Escape, which was named after a Bob Dylan song, which is their theme this year.
Here come the Sea Cadets. They're on board the Archer tonight. This is a great program for kids from ages 10 to 18. Sea Cadets learn moral character and life skills. We salute you. And look at the flags, beautiful.
Love
so
this
patriotic.
one, yes, very festive as well.
Big Dog Tackle is doing the theme Ghostbusters.
Look at the Ghostbusters on board. Look at the ghosts and the bustas.
Who's calling?
So cool. Here comes Felicity with a whole Stillabot family on board. Second time in the parade.
Their 33-year-old daughter is dressed as Doc Brown. Check out that hair.
Yeah.
Here's Vet's Pet, very clever. The owner is a veterinarian. These characters by day work at Coral Springs Animal Hospital.
We love all veterinarians. This is so clever. Shereen, I always say we're better together, and that's what this entry says. They are called Better Together.
It's the perfect theme for this military family.
Nice decorations, stars and lights.
And they're doing the theme Top Gun, one of my favorite movies from the 80s.
Here comes the fabulous Biscayne Lady. On board tonight, the South Broward alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and the Eta Nu chapter of the Omega Psi-Phi fraternity as well. Delta Sigma Theta and Omega Psi-Phi are a nonprofit service organization which have been around for a long time, over 100 years, so they do good work. I love how some of the boaters go all out with their costumes and their characters on the parade theme. They're incredible.
Speaking of characters going all out, let's toss it over to Johnny U at the party in the park.
Happy holidays!
Huey Lewis is bringing us back in time to the 80s, and the grandstand viewing area is like totally awesome. Girls just want to have fun, but it looks like everyone else is as well. Even I'm cutting footloose. This was a big dance back in the 80s.
We're bringing it back to the 80s, old school. I think Johnny's got that down pat. It's a great theme, fun, everybody's decorating to it.
Well, don't you look pretty in pink? You see what I did there? Huh? What was your favorite song back in the 80s? This place is so revved up thanks to Ford handing out these totally tubular bracelets and letting people pose for pics on this righteous sleigh. You think Ford's got a flux capacitor in there?
What?
A flux capacitor.
What is that?
Southwest won't be able to get anyone back to the future either, but they are getting us in the holiday spirit, handing out festive necklaces and letting people decorate ornaments. And boom! Winner! She just won Christmas, folks. She just won the Winterfest. What is your favorite movie from the 80s?
The Grinch Steals Christmas.
I don't know if that was the 80s, but we'll do that. Everywhere you look, there are people like totally having loads of fun, but there's a bit of risky business going on as well. What's your favorite part so far?
I gotta say, this little guy.
You're a lot braver than I am.
I sure am.
I was gonna make a Michael Jackson Beat It reference, but I'm afraid to move. And there is one for sure thing that you'll never hear at this party. Where's the beef? Oh, it's over there. I think it's on a stick. The food is always everyone's fave, big time. There's nothing here that's grody to the max. It's the bomb. Sorry, too much 80s slang in one sentence. What's your favorite part of Winterfest?
Coming.
No, just answer.
See the boats, man. The boats, the food, it all.
The food is so good.
Awesome.
Could you do me a solid and hold this for me while I eat? You just interview yourself.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I interview you?
So rude. Oh, and Stella Artois and LaCroix were there to help you wash it all down. The grandstand was the boss, filled with sights, sounds, and the sweet smells. The best place to enjoy the boat parade.
Winterfest, the only place to be. Oh, look, a flock of seagulls.
Well, as always, we had a blast here at the Winterfest grandstand viewing area. So this motley crew and I would like to wish everyone happy holidays.
Here's Winterfest salute to the red, white, and blue and our military. Active and retired military members from all 5 branches are on board. Water Taxi has been a longtime supporter of the Winterfest parade. Also on board tonight, Winterfest mascot, Skip.
We salute all the military men and women who are without their families on this holiday season. Catholic Health Services brings the reason for the season to the parade with this live nativity. Winterfest and Catholic Health Services are teaming up to bring this festive, beautiful float.
Catholic Health Services serves over 7,500 people daily with respect for all human dignity.
Here is Magic Dragon. They're doing a Scottish Highland Christmas in South Florida, I said with an English accent. Terrible, but beautiful. Love the tree in the back.
Yeah, I do too.
And, you know, the green lights, hence the Scottish theme.
Yes, red and classic Christmas lights running from the bow to the stern. Here's Shake a Leg Miami on board Pilar. They're doing 'Tis the Season to salute our vets, including Staff Sergeant Benny Garcia.
Yeah, Shake a Leg is such a great organization. They help all disabled people learn how to sail and boat.
Pilar is an exact replica of Ernest Hemingway's boat, which was built back in 1937.
Here's another first-timer in the parade, the Nitsa. They're decked out in 80s clothes tonight, proof that you don't have to have a large vessel to be in this great parade. Here comes the Bluefoot Pirate Adventures. The Renaissance Festival Pirates are on board. They've got cannons. You can see them going off there. They're blasting them. The pirates are all fighting.
Walk the plank, matey.
Yeah, I love this festival.
Check out this fun boat. They're doing National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. They decorated the boat like Clark Griswold decorated his house in the movie.
So cute and festive. Here is the Pache. Their theme is, I want to be a cowboy. And really, who doesn't? I Want to Be a Cowboy was a popular 80s hit by the band Boys Don't Cry. Here's a Babes in Toyland boat. These toy soldiers are 6 feet tall. They're squirting out colored water. And the bow has a bunch of toys and presents on it. Man, this is so cute. And look at those human nutcrackers working it, working it.
Next, sparks fly as we transport you from South Florida to Pele for a magical black tie affair.
Hi, everybody. This is Huey Lewis, and this is the best of the 80s. And we're going back in time right after the break.
It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be loud. This is our house. We do what we wanna. We'll blow the roof out. Everybody's coming. It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down.
Check out this view from the Winterfest bow cam. Lighted boats aren't only in the parade, but they come out to watch the parade. Here's Lynn and Shireen.
Here are the stand-up paddle boarders. Victoria is a record holder. She paddled from Cuba to Key West last June in 27 hours.
Wow.
They have over 3,000 battery-powered lights on their entry.
Here's the South Florida kayaks. Oh, they're dressed up as Devo. Whip it good. You don't get much more 80s than that. Super cool. Oh, I love this boat. It's the Romantic Venice. I've never been to Venice. I want to go someday.
You have to go. It's so romantic.
Is it?
Yes.
They're the only authentic Venetian gondola in Fort Lauderdale. They offer 2 romantic tours on Fort Lauderdale canals. Oh my gosh, I want to go.
Let's go together. We can double.
Okay. If there's one Winterfest event that gives these dazzling boats a run for their money, it is the Black Tie Ball.
Oh, my favorite event of the year. This year, guests cross the Atlantic. No passport required.
Bienvenue à Paris. Welcome to Paris. All signs pointed to a spectacular evening with international flair, and there's nothing lost in translation about that.
So I know you have a lot in store for us tonight, but tell me about some of the surprises.
Well, I could show you one right now. Cue the magic.
Woo! Paris! Mwah!
The fabulous Eiffel Tower. It's so romantic. It's romance.
It's romance.
And it is all about the streets of Paris.
Sparks flew from the base of the Eiffel Tower as the title sponsor, Seminole Hard Rock, transformed the hotel's event center into the streets of Paris for this year's Black Tie Ball, presented by Ford.
We always go with Broadway Across America, so they've been really terrific in giving us such amazing themes to work with over the past several years. So this year it's Anastasia, and we're taking the journey from Russia to Paris, and now we're in Paris.
850 guests at the gala were treated to performances from the new Broadway musical Anastasia, and much more. From fiery performances to flurries and fashion, this annual holiday tradition has it all.
Tradition is whatever makes the woman feel beautiful.
There was a lot to like on this night, and none of it's possible without Winterfest sponsors who go all out with their support year after year.
We hit the jackpot on a lot of things. We made relationships, and Winterfest.
And that's one of the things that you
Winterfest was 8 years ago. We engaged, made friends, because in my opinion, partners, that's what they're supposed to do.
Republic's been involved with Winterfest now for 4 years. We've done the alcohol, wine, spirit sponsorship. We're happy to be part of it. We enjoy it. It's kind of the kickoff of the holiday season for us.
I'll drink to that. I just wish this mysterious person could.
Are you going to be able to drink a few on your own? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Just like in past years, partygoers danced the night away, but the ball was not held in its usual space this time. The Hard Rock Hollywood is in the middle of a big expansion, and by big, I mean a 35-story guitar-shaped hotel.
I think it's going to be pretty amazing for South Florida. You know, we're super excited about it. We can't wait to see. You can see it out front already.
I know.
It's already stopping traffic.
Speaking of stopping traffic, look at the beautiful Belle of the Ball. She's one of the fabulous people who joined me on stage as I was once again honored to host such a special evening. And yes, I'm going to stick to hosting. And take time to stop and smell the roses. Ah, love is in the air.
I do. This is like the 10th time we've gotten married, but it always feels like the first, most importantly. Here's the Little Mermaid on board the Gnarly Marlin. They say the theme ties in with the name of the boat.
Ooh, look at the lobster all lit up.
The decorations are handmade out of chicken wire and fabric. How awesome is that?
Wow, look at Flounder. He's looking good. Here's a holiday entry on the Pro Line. It's the first time in the parade for this cute boat. Welcome, guys. Looking good.
Here's the Staying Afloat party boat doing a Top Gun theme. This is a charter boat company, so you can rent this boat for your parties.
They have that traditional F-14 Tomcat from the movie, of course, Top Gun.
And they're rocking the Top Gun soundtrack.
Yeah, look at the fire coming out. This is really clever. Here's your favorite boat, Shireen, the Pac-Man boat. They've got a life-size Pac-Man machine on board. You know, they built this themselves using a T-top as the base. That's very clever.
Check out this Pac-Man entry too. The Lauderdale Yacht Club putting this entry together. I really love Pac-Man. It was like my favorite game in the 80s.
And you love Mrs. Pac-Man.
I do. I love it because she has a little ribbon in her hair.
All right. You can see it's like a three-parter thing here.
Yeah.
It's chomping away.
Yeah, the Pac-Man chomps, and there comes a little ghost, remember? Right. They would always get the Pac-Man.
Right. Perfect. Check out this fabulous ocean cruiser. It's all decked out in white holiday lights. She's gorgeous. And look at Frosty the Snowman and his whole family on the front, the bow, that's so cute.
So don't melt. Here's the Toys for Tots boat. They're getting some help from the Build-A-Bear workshop this year.
5 cadets from the Marine Corps Junior ROTC program are also on board. They're part of the Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps. Super great organization. The Toys for Tots program gives Christmas presents to underprivileged kids across the country. And Build-A-Bear has partnered with Toys for Tots for 11 years now.
He's the most totally tubular dude in the parade. Don't go away, because when we come back, the big man is riding a sleigh into town next. This camera view from Cortex Security on board, all hooked up, shows a bridge packed with people. And over at the festive grandstand viewing area, they are patiently awaiting Santa's arrival.
Here's Love and Life. I bet they're loving life tonight. Giant Glass and Mirror out of Dania Beach putting this entry together. And look, there's Richard Simmons. Oh my gosh, I love him. I have the box set in my office.
Do you? Yeah, that's right, you do. And I love the hair, man. We're working it, girls. Here's an 80s nightclub theme aboard the Jenny 2. Rock Solid Home Builders putting this entry together. Nice. Beautiful night here, and look at this entry. This is Chabad Lubavitch of Fort Lauderdale on board the Flamingo. Hanukkah, of course, is Jewish Festival of Lights. So you can see a beautiful menorah there at the top and all of your favorite blue lights.
Which is why all of their lights are so perfect for the parade. They've been in the Winterfest parade for 20 years. They always look like they're having the best time.
Check out this cool boat. It's the City of Fort Lauderdale's trash skimmer. It goes around and removes all the debris in the water. Tonight, they're giving the New River a good sweep for Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Here he is, the man of the hour, the jolliest man in town, the one we've been waiting for all year long. It's Santa Claus. By the way, where's Mrs. Claus? Because she's just amazing.
Girl's busy.
Thank you, South Florida Ford and Winterfest, for bringing Santa all the way to South Florida tonight for the festivities.
Joining Santa and his elves are all the nominees from the Junior Captain Contest. Also on board, Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center Child Ambassador Sonia Rodriguez and other underserved children.
Love the reindeer lit up on the top and Santa's sleigh in the back.
What a child's dream, an exclusive cruise with Santa.
Also on board, Miss Florida USA, Genesis Davila.
Winterfest and South Florida Ford wish everyone a happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, what a fun trip back in time. Animal House, Back to the Future. The boaters really outdid themselves.
For sure, the 80s have never looked better. I can't even imagine how much work these entries take. So a big shout out to the captains and crews for all of their hard work.
Yeah, and thank you to our viewers. From everyone here at WSVN and the Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Boat Parade Special, we hope you and yours have a beautiful holiday season.
Happy holidays.